Okay, I'm going to start the class. Okay, I think some of you have joined and some are yet to join. Let them join, but I am going to start the class. This is the class of soil mechanics lab, soil mechanics laboratory, and I think you have attended 2 or 3 classes previously. Today, this is the class where we can study and we can understand the test to identify the soil in field. To identify the soil in field, I am presenting one Word document where I can do or I can write as a board work. Okay. Okay. Today I'll study and understand how to identify the soil in field. This is from the name itself. You can understand that this is one field test. The tests are very much simple but very much important for field identification of soil. And obviously, we have to go to the field for better understand the soil. But due to the weather condition, we'll perform the test in lab with some soil collected from field. Okay. Now, now, obviously, field identification of soil. In field identification of soil, you have to test the soil with some simple test without some complex apparatus or instrument by taking on your hand, palm, or by watching the soil by naked eye. Okay, this is the actually the concept of this lab test. These tests are you have to perform these tests. These tests actually field identification test. You have to perform it. Yes, I think I'm in department. I'm using LandNet. Uh, okay, okay. Please try to understand. Otherwise, I will send the video lecture. Okay, send the link of the video lecture. You can watch that. If something you are facing some problem due to some network issue, I'll send the video lecture link. You can watch that. Okay, and after that, if you have some problem, then you may contact me. Okay, okay. I'm continuing now. Field identification of soil. First of all, you have to test the soil from the field or some in situ soil you have to collect on your palm and you have to test. There are less use of apparatus, instruments and laboratory test materials. Okay. Now, first test is visual examination. Now, visual examination is nothing but to test the soil by watching or by observing the soil. From by touching the soil, maybe you may understand that understand the characteristics of the material or characteristics of the particles of the soil. If if the soil particles are mostly bigger, mostly of bigger size, then obviously the soil is of coarser particle. If most of the particles are of bigger size or maybe coarser, I think you most of the particles are coarser, then the soil is coarse grained soil or sandy soil. And if the most of the particles are of smaller size or finer, most of the particles are finer, then the soil is classified as finer, fine grained soil or clay soil. Okay, that means by the visual identification, two cases may be appeared. One is if the most of the particles are bigger size, or most of the particles are of smaller size. If most of the particles are bigger, then obviously the soil is classified as sandy soil or coarse grained soil, and if the most of the particles are of smaller size, the soil may be classified as fine grained soil or clay soil. Next, yes, someone is someone want to say something. Okay, okay, please hold number. No need to do that. Okay, now before going to the next test, before going, acha, one thing, please try to write down all these tests and the conditions to classify the soil in field. Please write down when we'll go to lab. Then you have to tell the test. You have to tell the test which we can perform. Okay. Please try to write down the test and the condition what I am writing in the worksheet. Okay. Please try to write down. Now, after visual examination, when we have the decision if the soil is sandy soil or clay soil, then we can go to the next next test. If the soil is sandy soil, then we cannot do or we cannot proceed anything, but we have to decide, we have to conclude that the soil is sandy soil. Okay, but if we have the soil with characteristics of clay soil or fine grained soil, then we can proceed to the next test. Now, next test, if the soil is clay soil or fine grained soil only, for that we can proceed for the next test, that is dilatancy test. Please remember this, that is if we have this kind of soil, that is fine grained soil or clay soil, then only we can proceed to the next test, that is dilatancy test. Now, dilatancy test, for dilatancy test what you have to do, that is you have to take some wet soil. and the soil is not very much wet but moderately wet soil. I can write down here. You have to take some moderately wet soil, then you have to shake the soil, sorry, and squeeze. You have to shake and squeeze the soil on your palm. Okay. Now, what you will find, what you will observe that after squeezing and shaking, some water will come out from the soil. Then you have to wait for some time. Wait for say 5 or 10 seconds. Then next, then you have to observe the phenomenon, what will happen, and after that, yes, want to say something? Anyone want to say something? Yes, no. Till now there is no till now there is no such instruction that today is some chutti or something. Okay, till now. Okay. Uh, okay. Then what was that is you have to wait for some time, and yes, yes. Who from your class? He is from your class now. Okay, Vivek Kumar. No, okay, I'm admitting. Okay, okay. Don't worry. Okay, let's proceed. That is, after some time, if there may be three cases. One is if the water, if कॉलेज तो खुला ही है. Okay, if हाँ हाँ. Okay, okay. There may be three cases according to the phenomenon, that is about this water which is coming out from the soil sample. Okay, now if the water is absorbed by the soil after the squeezing and shaking operation, if the water is absorbed quickly, then the operation may be called as quick, and that type of soil is called, may be classified as silt. Okay, now if the operation is slow, that is maybe the water is absorbed after some time, that the absorption of the water is taking some time, then the operation may be called as slow operation of absorbing that water, and that type of soil may be classified as silt plus clay, that means clay silt or silty clay. Okay, now if the operation, that means absorbance of water cannot be the water cannot be absorbed at all, then sorry, the water cannot be absorbed at all, then the soil may be classified as clay. Okay, now, okay, I think you can see the writing what I am writing here. Okay, okay. Next, going to the next test, number 3, and please remember that all these tests from starting from number 2, that is for if you have concluded that from the visual examination that the soil is clay soil or fine grained soil. These tests from starting from number 2, these tests are not for coarse grained soil or sandy soil. If you have concluded that the soil is sandy from the visual examination, then there will no test, and you don't have to do some test to conclude the classification of the soil. You may uh, conclude that the soil is sandy, but if the soil is clay, then only you can do these tests starting from number 2. Okay, now next test is toughness test. Dial latency test is completed. Obviously, you have to go to some field where you have to collect some in situ soil, and then you have to do these operations, shaking and squeezing, and some water is coming out. You have to wait some time. If the absorption, after waiting some time, if the absorption of that water by the soil is quick, then the soil is silt. If the absorption of that water is low, then the soil is mixture of silt and clay. And if the water cannot be absorbed at all, then the soil may be classified as clay, pure clay. Okay, that means pure clay soil. Then next test you may go for tough. Yes, I'll come. I'll go to lab. I'll go to lab. I'm just doing the board work. I'll go to lab. Lab is open. I'll go to lab. Then you may check all the tests. I just request you to please try to write down these tests, name of these tests. Okay, please try to write down. Please, please try to write down on your copy. I'll go to lab. I'll go to lab. Don't worry. Okay. Now coming to toughness test. For toughness test, same as you have to take some soil from field, then you have to roll the soil. I think you have studied the plasticity test. Take some soil, then you have to try to roll the soil into thread. As you have studied in the plastic limit test, like that you have to roll the soil. Will show all the things. Will show the soil by threading it, by rolling it into thread, and after rolling it, uh, if cracks on the surface is there, up to that, if you find some cracks on the surface of the thread, cracks on the surface, then you may conclude that the soil reaches to its plastic limit. This is actually the test of plastic limit. Uh, in this lab itself, you have the test of plastic limit, but this is the basic process of plastic limit. But for toughness test, you have to go forward to the plastic limit. That is, after plastic limit, after reaching the plastic limit, again you have to knead the soil. Again you have to knead the soil, or you have to make the soil as a lump. knead the soil again. Okay, and then you have to again try to roll it. This is the total process of plastic limit, that is you have to take some soil, roll it into the thread. Cracks will appear on the surface of that thread. At that moment you can conclude that the soil is on the verge of its plastic limit of water content. Then again you have to knead the soil and try to roll it. After that you may find same some cases this you have to sorry you will find some cases, that is the soil cannot be rolled. Then the soil is having low plasticity. Cannot be rolled means the thread will be broken. If you try to uh, roll it into the thread, then roll it into the threads, obviously that soil cannot be rolled into threads. Then the soil may be classified as, yes, 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 after plastic limit. Need the soil after plastic limit at this one, na, need the soil again. Need matlab you have to make the soil as a lump. That means like जो गूंद ना बोलते हैं ना हिंदी में, that need. Okay na? Okay, okay. Now, okay, uh, uh, cannot be rolled into threads. No. Then we can conclude that the soil is of low plasticity, or that means the soil is having low toughness. The test is toughness test, and from that, from this case, you may conclude that the soil is having low plasticity or low toughness, and the soil, that type of soil may be classified as silt or organic substance. Sorry, organic substance mix. Next, if the soil may be rolled into threads by putting some extra pressure or extra effort, okay, putting some extra effort, then the soil is having moderate plasticity and moderate toughness. Moderate toughness, okay. Next, that means the soil is the mixture of silt and clay, and if the soil can be rolled into threads easily, then the soil is having high plasticity, that means high toughness and the soil may be classified as pure clay or purely cohesive soil. Okay, now coming to the next test, that is dry strength test. For dry strength test, you have to take some soil and you have to dry it completely by oven. In a oven, you have to make the soil dry. And I think you know the condition of fully drying the soil, that is you have to put the soil into 110 degrees Celsius for 24 hours to make the soil fully dry, and you have to put some pressure by your finger. First of all, first case you may achieve, that is the soil is powdered easily. Sorry. The soil is powdered easily by some pressure by your finger. Then the soil is having low dry strength and the soil may be classified as silt. If the soil is can be powdered by putting some extra pressure, then the soil may be having some moderate dry strength and the soil may be classified as mixture of silt and clay. And if the soil cannot be powdered at all, then the soil is having high dry strength and the soil may be classified as clay or purely cohesive soil. Now, next there is one, these three tests, number 2 to number 4, 2, 3 and 4, these three tests are actually most important tests for cohesive soil or fine grained soil. Now, there is one simple test of color. Sorry, color test. From color test, you can achieve if the soil is of organic material or not. If the soil is having dark color, then the soil is of organic substance or organic material. Okay, and another test is smell test or odor test. If if there is a organic type of odor, that is that you may get from humus, that type of odor if you getting from any soil sample, then obviously the soil is of organic material. And the test is that you have to make, or you have to give the soil heat, you have to heat the soil sample, then this odor will intensify okay. Then obviously the soil is of organic material or decomposed substance. This test is for organic soil. Now, now next test may be sign test. Sign test is a very much simple test. Just you have to take some soil lump and try to cut it. Cut the soil sample with a knife and just observe the cut surface. Observe the cut surface. If the cut surface is shiny, then the soil is clay soil or purely cohesive soil. If the cut surface is dull, then the soil is silty. And another test which actually cannot be performed in field, but you have to take the help of laboratory, that is acid test. But this test is important for this identification of soil in field because uh, this one, this toughness or dry strength test, this type of test, for this type of test, if you are getting some soil with high plasticity or high strength, if you are getting high strength, that soil may be of clay soil or cohesive soil, but that soil may not be cohesive soil because some calcium substance may be present in the soil. To test the calcium substance, presence of calcium in the soil sample, we can perform this acid test. That is, you have to add some HCl, hydrochloric acid, concentrated hydrochloric acid, HCl, to the soil. If some bubble is coming from the soil, then you may conclude that calcium is present, and the high strength of the soil is not due to the cohesive or clay particle but for the calcium. That means by acid test you can conclude if the soil is clay soil or the soil is not clay but calcium is present there. If obviously if the dry strength or strength of the soil is very much high, then only you may perform this test, acid test. If you are getting some bubble after adding concentrated hydrochloric acid, then you may conclude that the soil is not consist of clay soil but calcium is present there in the soil sample. Okay, this is all about the identification of soil in field. Okay, okay, now I am stopping the presentation and I'll go to lab. Okay, I'll go to lab. Please wait for 2 or 3 minutes. I'm going to lab. Okay. Yes. Yes. Want to say something? Litton Bormon. Yes. He is fake, na? Okay. He is disturbing. He was disturbing then in the class. Okay.